In the 2024 African Track and Field Championships, many of the best athletes in the world showed up to take this continental title. Africa has so many incredible athletes, from great sprinters to historic distance runners to amazing jumpers and throwers. There is no shortage of all-time greats in the great continent of Africa. However, something very strange happened in one event that is causing somewhat of an uproar from many athletes around the world. In the women's 100-meter hurdles, we had none other than Tobi Amusan set to compete in this race. And if you don't know, Amusan is the current world record holder in this event after setting the track on fire in the 2022 World Championships. Now, the current world record actually comes from the semifinals in the 2022 World Championships, where she ran a time of 12.12 seconds, which is just ridiculously fast. And even though she did run faster in the finals at 12.06, the wind was just outside the allowable limit at positive 2.5 meters per second. Amusan has showcased unbelievable abilities over the previous few years, defeating the world's best by pretty huge margins on various occasions. However, in this year's African Games, here's what happened for her finals performance.
The final of the women's.
Oh my word, gonna be. Oh my word. Oh my word. This is.
As you can see, there was a pretty clear false start here. In fact, pretty much immediately, the announcers also pointed out that Amusan was almost certainly the person to blame here. But here's the strange part. She was actually not disqualified from this race. Now, if you're familiar with track and field, the rule is just one false start and you are immediately eliminated, pretty much under all circumstances. And this has pretty much been the case for the previous decade and a half, after there used to be one warning set to the field. But for this race, the reason that she was not eliminated was because apparently there was a lot of noise from the crowd that made her believe that the gun had already gone off. Now, I can't say for sure whether or not this is the case because only she really knows what happened. But either way, she was allowed to jump back into this race, and she did go on to win this race in 12.89 seconds, winning pretty easily over the field. And it's also important to note that the wind was negative 2.1 here, meaning that she was running into a crazy strong headwind, and yet she still ran 12.89, pretty much effortlessly running through the tape here. Now, there has been a lot of very interesting information coming out on Amusan over the previous couple of years, from potentially being suspended from the sport for whereabouts failures, from her huge world record back in 2022, now from this pretty clear false start that she did not have to suffer the consequences from. It seems like some sort of controversy just follows Amusan everywhere. But no matter which way you slice it, this was a pretty strange type of performance, and I'm very curious at what you all think here. Do you think she in fact did false start? Do you think she should have been allowed to run based on the crowd noise? Or do you think that this was a pretty obvious, illegal return to the blocks where she should not have been running? Leave your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, until next time.